Having a good morning routine can make or break the rest of the day. I tried 3 of my bald brothers' morning routines, each with their own sets of challenges. I wanted to know how to stay successful and ahead of the game. Let's get it. Right now, I don't have a set routine, and therefore I do a lot of this in the morning. And then I do some of this. Because I don't have a set routine, I can't always control how my mental and physical health will react to the noise of the outside world. At the end of this video, I will be rating each and every single routine for themselves and see which one of them will I be implementing in my daily routine. Starting off with the routine whom I think will be the easiest. First up in line, my brother Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Actor, entrepreneur, aka the hardest working man in the room. In my opinion, it's kinda easy to be the hardest working man in the room if you're always alone in the gym.
4 o'clock in the morning, I wake up.
Dwayne loves to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, have some alone time with himself and drink some coffee.
4:45, doing some sort of cardio. Open these garage doors. It's still dark outside.
Dwayne runs for 30 to 45 minutes every morning. Normally, I would have headphones if I'm doing some sort of training or cardio, but I feel like at this hour, you just want to be alert if there's a murderer behind a bush.
I know no one is going to be hungrier than I am.
Even my shoelace gave up. By now, The Rock eats breakfast. Alright, there we have it. The Rock's famous breakfast. I didn't have any steak, ground beef, 3 eggs, a little bit of leafy greens. Usually have fruits and stuff like that. And oatmeal with sunflower seeds. We have fresh berries. And if you're wondering what that is, that's peanut butter. So I ate my breakfast at 5:30. It was really good, but a bit too much to be eating before a workout. Here I'm doing the dishes like a regular person. Gym opens in 10 minutes and I got about a 5-minute walk there. Oh, good morning, beautiful. We're 30 minutes behind schedule.
Sip yourself. Let's fucking go. The gym for me and this physical activity for me is my anchor.
So as you can tell on my chicken legs, I rarely train them. Whatever you do, don't look at that nasty shit on my leg. Oh shit. Why you do that?
It just allows me to block out the noise, clear my head, think about what I need to do or accomplish.
Here I was practicing my handstand in between sets until this happened.
You know, I would recommend that for all of you guys in the room is for us to find that anchor, whether it's hiking or biking or...
It's a goddamn cold shower. Ooh. I am Dwayne. Thank you, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I feel like $1 million. Moving on from my brother Dwayne, we'll go to my oldest brother, Joe Rogan. These days, Joe Rogan is mostly known for having the biggest podcast in the world. He's also known for his work as a commentator in the UFC. He's also a comedian, and he used to be a host on the show Fear Factory back when that was a thing. Joe Rogan does not have a set wake-up time, but he is a firm believer of getting 8 hours of sleep. I will sleep for 8 hours when my alarm rings, and I will start Joe Rogan's day. Right after 8 hours of sleep, Joe jumps straight into an ice plunge. Right now, the bathtub is filled. One thing that Joe Rogan takes a lot of pride in is he loves to crack the ice in the tub every morning. 16 degrees Celsius. That's kind of cold, but not really cold. We gotta fix that. Much better. Gotta save this last ice for my girlfriend's matcha. You know how it is. We'll talk a little bit about what Joe does. He goes outside and he gets natural light hitting his eyes.
You get 5 to 10 minutes of sunlight. You don't have to look directly at it. In fact, never look directly at any light of any kind that's so bright that it's painful to look at. But you get some light indirectly into your eyes, some bright sunlight. You would go inside and get ready for your day.
Then what he does, in sets of 20, he does push-ups and bodyweight squats, 100 each. So it's like 2 degrees colder. Ooh, that's cold. Ooh, that's cold. Ooh, that's cold. Breathing through your nose, letting the air out with your mouth is a great method to calm yourself down.
BlueCube has a very cool option where you can crank up the water flow. So you get it down.
So it spins.
Yeah, so it's 37 degrees, and then you hit this switch, and it's just like a raging river. So you never get a thermal layer. So the thing that happens in the cold plunge is like a minute in, your body develops sort of a thermal layer, and it actually is more tolerable after a minute than it is for the first minute.
Because right now, when I sit like this, like it feels hot almost. In an ideal world, I would just go out in my boxers. The next thing Joe does is supplementation. Joe takes Alpha Brain pre-workout, and I thought about ordering one because I really wanted to try it. It was $44, and I thought, yeah, that's good. I can buy this, but at the checkout, getting it shipped to Sweden was an extra $77. So I said, you know what? I just stick to what I got. I just go with some creatine and daily vitamins and minerals. So to the real question here, I want you to comment down below. Are you team putting creatine in water and blending it, or are you team dry scoop? Now we're heading to the gym. But first, we got some bald people duties to tend to. Gotta stay clean and sharp. Now I feel sharp. Joe goes to the gym on a fasted stomach. I don't. But we're gonna do what my bald brother does. That's why he's successful and I'm not, probably. But it did have caffeine, so I'm gonna get some. The clock is 20 minutes past 8. And why are we late right now, Moni? Is it because of you? So we're just warming up a little bit, then we're doing this 2-hour kettlebell. Let's get it.
I will wait 5 minutes before I do another set. 5 solid minutes. I'll watch TV, I'll fuck around on my phone, and I feel like I'm being a lazy piece of shit.
Right.
But I know I'm not.
Well done, brother Joe. I feel like $1 million right now. Kettlebell routine was 10 out of 10. I really feel good in my body, it feels amazing. The last thing Joe Rogan does is to break his fast with some steak and some eggs. If you watch this far, also hit subscribe. There you have it, guys. Some steak and some eggs. Really bloody on one end and cooked thoroughly on the other end. Tomorrow, I'm doing David Goggins. David Goggins, aka the baddest mother on the planet. David is mostly known for being that heavy dude that turned his life around and then became a Navy SEAL and went through 3 hell weeks and then became a motivational speaker and then wrote a book. He grew in popularity due to his no BS type approach. That dude says, I don't run
Nowhere under 12 miles.
in the morning. For you Europeans out there, that's almost half a marathon every morning. Wish me luck. Giving up is not an option.
We like to put the headphones on,
Yeah.
like before the big game, and listen to the music.
Yeah.
That's the hard part,
Do you
man.
ever listen to music when you run?
Never.
Never.
After realizing David doesn't use headphones when running half marathons, I also realized that it's going to be raining. Here's just a simulation of me expressing what I really needed to do, but what I couldn't really do. And whatever you do, please don't look at that nasty shit on my oh shit. Why you do that? I feel like it's impossible to look cool with this on. So I have 2 major fears. One is shitting myself, and one is failing miserably. The rain really picked up, but it feels good though. This gotta be the best feeling in the world, running while raining. We're about 42 minutes in. Let's just keep going, man. Stay hard.
When everything falls apart in your life and your plan is fucked up, what the fuck are you gonna do? There's only one motherfucking option. Stay fucking hard.
All right, guys, 8 kilometers. We got 12 to go. We just reached the halfway mark. 10 kilometers. Now we got 10 going home. My legs are giving up. Our goal is not to give up. I'm kind of close to home, but I still got 3 kilometers to go. For every step, my legs just felt more and more heavy. I was considering giving up and just walking the rest of the way. But then I heard his voice.
We all look for toughness. We all want it, but we look for it in a comfortable environment. You will not find toughness in a comfortable environment. The only way you find it is to drown yourself when you can't swim and you're drowning. When you say, you know what, man? Dad.
So I kept pushing with more energy than ever. Right by my home, but we still got 1 kilometer to go. It never felt so far. We actually did it. I am like 100 meters from my home. And we got 2 hours, 33 minutes, 20 kilometers. That's 12 miles. I really wanted this to be as authentic as possible. So close to David Goggins' spirit as possible. I had water with me, haven't touched it. I had a bar with me, haven't opened it. Any normal human being would end their day here. Time is 8:34 and David's day just begun. He called this his cup of coffee. The prices of coffee are kinda high right now, so I agree. This is my cup of coffee. Now it's time for breakfast, oatmeal and some nuts and berries. And turns out we didn't have any nuts and berries, so we'll just go with the bar that I had for my run. Oh. So Goggins trains for 45 to 1.5 hours and he focuses mainly on body weight exercises like sit-up, pull-ups and push-ups. He also does a little bit of weight training, so we're gonna get this workout in. If I know myself right, I will only be there for 45 minutes because I feel like shit. Literally all I could think of the whole workout session was this. That was the most uninspired training ever. All I want to do right now is just take a shower and go to sleep. David Goggins, you did your thing. My next 3 hours look like this. I think if you gradually build up to David's morning routine, it might be a good one. But it wasn't. I feel like I want to sleep for the rest of the day, man. So which routine was the best? I'll say this. Every one of them had interesting philosophies on how to set yourself up for success in the best way first thing in the morning. Whether you wake up early like The Rock or shock yourself the first thing you do in the morning like Joe, or maybe you'll take on an extreme challenge like David Goggins. Whatever you decide to do, it seems like the common theme for all these three are 1. Do something you don't really want to do. Mental strength builds character and toughness. 2. Exercise. Get your blood pumping. Move your muscles. Get them activated. If you're watching this video, you probably want to implement some new routines in your daily life. But don't be stupid like I always am and start everything at once. Try one of these routines and then you can add on to it once you get a hold of the first one. Personally, my new thing, which has been for the past 9 days, is the ice plunge. It really gives me the reset I need first thing in the morning, and it gives me great stress tolerance for the rest of my day. If you got anything out of this video, subscribe and I'll catch you in the next one.